Hello everyone, this is the Masked Analyst. In one of redskull's recent videos, he stated that I had two claims against me for copyright infringement. This is sort of true, and I'd like to explain in more detail how that came about. Back in November, redskull made a video in which he claimed that somebody else had released his personal information in a video on YouTube. He claimed that they released his name and his address or his phone number and all sorts of personal information about him, and that they had linked to his website. In that same video, he also claimed that he was receiving death threats over the phone by supporters. He speculated, he said he wasn't sure, he speculated that these were supporters of Renetto who were angry at him because he had made a $1,000 bet with Renetto and he welched on that bet. His claims, I thought, were absolutely preposterous, especially the claim about his receiving death threats over the phone within hours of the video releasing his personal information. And he was really dramatic. He was so persuasive in his video and lied with such force. I just had to make a video in response to that. So I made a video called Whatever Happened to the Redskull, and in that video I questioned whether indeed he did receive death threats, and I also questioned whether in fact his name was released. Later on, within a day or so, I found out from other people that indeed his name had been released on YouTube, but the video that released the information had been deleted and I hadn't seen it. Soon after this, he made another video in which he claimed that he had received the real-life information of someone named Helter Skelter 1 by sending in a message to the DMCA. He said he sent a subpoena to the DMCA, and I thought this was really funny because the DMCA stands for the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and so I made a video laughing about this because it's really silly to say I sent a message into the law to a particular act. It's like saying I sent a message to the Ban National Stupidity Act. It's just ridiculous. He also claimed in this video, he also stated that he was no longer going to sue Paper Lilies. So he certainly had implied earlier, I guess, that he would sue Paper Lilies, which is one of the reasons why I've been against him, is because he's been threatening to sue other people. And I made a few videos in response to this. I actually made 3 videos. redskull claims that I changed the name of one of the videos to cover things up, and that's not true. I actually made 3 videos. The second one, which was removed, included a few short clips from his video in which he claimed that he was receiving death threats from others. And I used those clips because they were necessary to prove he was lying. I also, in one of those videos, stated that I didn't think that the redskull's information had been released at all, and I was wrong. And as soon as I found out about that, within a day or so, I posted a video updating this and explaining, yes, indeed, his personal info was out there, but I still didn't believe his lies about receiving death threats. Later on, months and months and months later, he did admit that it was in fact a lie. So my use of his video clips against his will was fair usage, and there's no doubt about it. And I explained this all in email to him, and someday maybe I'll release that email as well. But it takes a while to put these things together, and I'm not sure that I don't know if people want to get bored by even more email to him, but I explained it all. What I didn't realize at the time, and I do now, and this is what makes the DMCA unconstitutional, is that the DMCA takes away the right for fair usage and anonymity. Now, what I did was fair usage, and I could defend it in court if I wanted to. Trouble is, if I wanted to defend myself, if I wanted to get YouTube to put the video back up again, I would have to send a note or sign a legal document and send it to YouTube's legal department, stating my full name, my address, my contact information, and then according to the DMCA, YouTube would be obligated to send this information directly to the Redskull. Now we're talking about a guy who's not altogether there at times. He certainly has made death threats against others, and I'm personally not too afraid of him. The thing is, I don't want to be put in a position, should he come to me, I know what he looks like. He doesn't know what I look like. I don't want to be put in a position where I have to take business of him. I don't want that that sort of confrontation, because quite truthfully, I mean, if I saw him, I would assume that he's coming with hostile intents, and I would react accordingly, and I don't want to have to deal with the aftermath. So I decided not to respond to YouTube. I didn't really want my personal information to get back to the Redskull. No doubt about it, though, what I did was within fair use, but the Digital Millennium Copyrights Act, their undercutting of anonymity on the internet, is plainly unconstitutional, and it's contradictory to the spirit of the founding fathers, who themselves wrote anonymously plenty of times. The Federalist Papers, by the way, they were written anonymously. Okay, so that explains one instance of my ban or of my copyright infringement. Yes, once I was infringing, it was fair use, but because I don't want to give up my name, it stays there.